Meanwhile, workers at a Milton airplane parts manufacturer have taken drastic action. They're in a battle over pensions. We're live outside Northstar Aerospace. Unionized workers have taken over the facility. The plant is slated for closure next month. Current employees will lose their jobs. Retirees will lose a big chunk of their pensions. The fund is short $6 million, according to the union. CTV's Scott Lightfoot is outside the plant with more. Scott?
Well, Ken, it started about 4 a.m. this morning. You can see there are dozens and dozens of Unifor members here who have essentially shut down this facility. They blocked the driveway. There's some caution tape up here. They're standing here with flags very peacefully, cars, trucks going by or honking. Now, it was previously announced that this facility would be moving to Chicago and Windsor. The union has been trying to negotiate a closure agreement with the company. The big issue revolves around pensions and benefits. Scott McIlmoyle is the president of Local 112. Explain the pension issue here. What is the difference between what the company is saying and what the union is looking for?
So when we negotiate pensions as part of your benefits, and it's offsetting your salary till the end of your career and you head to retirement. So there's something for you in a monthly sum. So the obligation by us, as we see our employer here, Northstar, there's a $6 million shortfall in the pension plan. So right now, every member is going to be losing 24% off their monthly pension. We have retirees out there now who are going to lose over $200 a month. You know, so if somebody loses 25% of their monthly income, that's huge.
So the goal of this today is basically this is a shutdown. Nothing's happening. Nobody's going in or out. No. Is this to make a point, or do you plan to stay here indefinitely?
We plan to stay here indefinitely. We want this employer to show up and have some discussions. You know, let's get to the table. We've tried being at the table. They've been nickel and diming us, and there's been, and they have no interest in doing this. So we've come to a point now, there's a month and a half left of the work while this plant is active, and we're taking a stand. And all these members here from, as you said, from Windsor to Ottawa and every place in between is out here supporting the members, because this can happen anywhere.
Scott McIlmoyle, president of Local 112. Thanks for your time, Scott. So as we mentioned, this started about 4 a.m. You just heard this. The plans are for this to go indefinitely until the company responds. We've been told that none of the members out here are actually employees at the plant. These are all Unifor members from across the province who have come to show solidarity. We'll stay here throughout the hour and have more for you later. But for now, reporting live in Milton, I'm Scott Lightfoot. Ken, back to you.
Thank you.
The union representing workers at a manufacturing plant in Milton have taken drastic action in a battle over pensions.
And today they took over the facility. As CTV's Scott Lightfoot reports, it comes as the airplane plant sets to close.
It is far from business as usual at Northstar Aerospace. Nearly 7 months after learning the Milton plant would be closed, early this morning, the union representing its employees took it over.
They're refusing to meet, refusing to talk severance. They're just walking away. And so we're here to make sure that our members get what they deserve.
This photo from inside the plant was taken by one of a couple of dozen Unifor members who locked themselves inside around 4 a.m. as other members gathered outside, blocking the entrance and carrying flags. At issue, pension payments for past retirees and the 50 people scheduled to retire this year.
There's a $6 million shortfall in the pension plan. So right now, every member is going to be losing 24% off their monthly pension. We have retirees out there now who are going to lose over $200 a month.
We never thought we'll come to this. No, never.
Mohan Mistry is one of those retirees. He worked here for 37 years before retiring a couple of years ago.
It affects the whole family. It's 27% of my pension that I get. And our pension is not that great as it is. And taking a drop out of that is quite a bit.
The Milton plant was used in the production of the Canada Space Agency's Canadarm and later specialized in making high-precision aircraft parts, including gears used in Apache helicopters. The plant has been owned by a private equity firm since Northstar went into bankruptcy in 2012. Work here will go to plants in Windsor and Chicago, but Unifor says they're determined not to let the company remove machinery until it reaches an agreement on pensions.
All of the people dropping by today, as well as those who remain inside, are union members. But Unifor says none of the people taking part in today's action are employees here at this facility.
We've asked them to keep away. We're dealing with a very difficult management group that's threatening to fire everybody. So this is going to escalate before it gets calmer.
Heligear Acquisition Company, the owners of this plant, released a statement late this afternoon. The company says the pension plan was underfunded and poorly managed when they took over in 2012. They also say the union is to blame for the pension problems here, and it says legal remedies are being sought for what they call an illegal action. The union says they have no plans to leave. Scott Lightfoot, CTV News, Milton.